But what we're gonna try to do is with this is to connect people. So we are living a situation that here at the Martial Arts Academy, we with this shelter in place, that the only way to teach is through the online. And then I was thinking, so well, this, with all this bad situation, what can we do with this? How can we take something good of this whole situation? And then I decided to invite my cousin from Miami and connect people. So we have my students here from Roggan Gracie Berkeley. We have students here from Roggan Gracie San Francisco. We have his students from Miami. So I see here a lot of friends from Brazil. I have friends from Europe. So, and then this is, to me, is already a win. All right. Another thing to say is that so there's a lot of challenge that we do right now teaching online. All right. So we cannot go and grab the students and put the hand where I want and then say that looking at him. So to me, that when I teach a position right now is, man, if you end up this class with a few things that you didn't know before, and that's the goal. Now I'm gonna pass to Wilson, to Roggan, and then they can talk a little bit. Again, I'm sorry about Holland. Maybe we can do another one, and then he will be able to share his technique. So I'm here with my son Lucas, and he's gonna help me a little bit. And then I just need to say that without this guy here, I would not be here teaching with you guys. Thank you very much for being here and being my partner. All right.
So I want to show you guys. It's a pretty basic sweep from guard, from the De La Riva guard. Okay, but I want to focus a lot on how to set up it to have it much easier on the setup. Okay, so I have Professor Ricardo here with me. Okay, so it's gonna help me show you guys the move. Right, so stand up, please. Right here. Okay, a lot of times, right, the guy standing trying to pass my guard. Okay, and I want to go for the De La Riva guard, but what happens? A lot of times it's really hard to get the hook all the way in, even though I'm like moving my hip outside trying to get the hook. Sometimes the guy's following me like that and making it hard for me. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Come back this way. So the setup is gonna start with a pant grip, okay, and the opposite sleeve like this. This is what I want for this sweep. Okay. Now look, I'm gonna start going for the hook. Okay. So I'm gonna get the hook as far as I can. I'm not gonna move my hips yet. Okay. Now look, I'm gonna move my hips a little bit. But look at the most important thing now for me to get the hook all the way in. This foot, guys, is gonna be on his hip. Okay. I'll show you guys another angle soon. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to bridge on my shoulder on the same side that I have the pants. Yeah, I'm going to do what? I'm going to do this so I can reach all the way up. Right away. Yeah, I got my hook all the way on the other side. Now here, he's basically swept already. Okay, once I get my hook here, I don't let go of the sleeve and I don't let go of the pants. Okay. Now I'm going to block. I don't have to, but I like to block his shin, close his foot with this foot that was in the hip. I come down to the shin, I pull the sleeve, and I move my knee towards him to push his hamstring in the back of his thigh forward. So I'm pulling and I'm pulling as I hold the sleeve on. This is going to happen. Okay. I'm going to land on top. Okay. Now from here, if I want, the knee slide. Yeah, I can pass the guard. Depending on the reaction of my opponent, I will do one thing or the other. So another angle now. Look, I'm controlling the sleeve, okay, and the pants, right? And I have my feet on his hips. Look, I have a very shallow grip now, but with this shallow grip, there's no way I'm going to sweep, okay, with this shallow hook. So now look, I'm using my foot on his hip to bridge. Okay, I'm going to bridge on my on my shoulder, the same side that I'm holding his pants. Okay, because that would let my hook go all the way in. Like bridge, look. Now look, my hook goes all the way in. Now when I come back, I can already come back sweeping right away. Pull, okay, I lean a little bit to the same way that I want to throw him. Keep the pants, right? And my knee now pushes the back of his leg forward, doing this as I sweep. Now, top, I can't put my knee on the floor right here. I can't slide my knee, the underhook, sweep. Okay. One more time. Move this out of the way. There you go. So here, sleeve, pants. Yes, I will work my hook outside. Now look, I bridge, and I work my hip. It's very important. I don't want my knee to pass through. Okay, I need to keep my knee behind his leg. I don't want to have my knee between his legs. I'm gonna keep it behind, so I have to push. Now block the shin, pull the sleeve, make sure I don't let him put the hand on the ground. Lean this way as I use my knee to push him forward. I'm doing this. Now I can. Knee slides. Hey guys. So if you have any questions, okay, on the move, you can either type in the chat or when I do this for the guy to step back and this back step, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. So there's here we're gonna start. I start connecting him. But what's the thing, right? If he backsteps, if he's able to do it, I will connect to another thing. Okay, I can show you guys maybe at the end. Okay, since I'm gonna finish with the move, I can show you that at the end. But the thing is, I'm always pulling the sleeve. Okay, and as I go in, look right here, I gotta keep tension forward. So that's why I lean forward right away, look, and I keep my knee pushing. And look how this leg, you see this leg there? Look how it goes in the air when I do it. See? So when I do this, usually the guy backsteps. If I'm here and I'm just hanging out, exactly, he will backstep. So when I go for the sweep, as soon as I get the hook, I will commit to the sweep. It will make it much harder for him to backstep. Okay, so I'm here, right? I go one, and now look, right away, I'm already taking him at balance. Okay, so try to commit, and you almost want to stretch your leg all the way as soon as you get the hook. As long as your knee doesn't pass his leg. Okay, if you keep the pressure all the time, it's going to be much harder for him to step back. But sometimes it does happen. The person steps back, and you can connect to something else right there. Okay, which I can show you guys later on at the end.
Great. All right. The position that I'm going to start today, that is 2 different positions. All right. So we're going to start, and that is 2 guard pass. So that's my position right here. So I'm on top, right here. My partner is holding my heel right there. All right. And then what should I do when he gets that position right here? All right. So remember that from this position here, I'm not going to go and put my legs parallel and give a chance for him to do that ankle sweep. All right. So I need to keep one leg back. Also, what I want to do here is get a grip right here and pose and put my elbow on top of my knee. All right, so this is important. So I want this, my elbow and knee connected. I don't want the space right here because I don't want him, one, to go back to the close guard. I don't want him to hit an omoplata right here. All right, so if I put pressure right here, that's gonna be harder for him to do those things. So something that I'm always thinking about this knee is, if I bring my knee in, what happened here? I end up giving him a great position. Right? If he gets a control here, if he gets a control on my collar or on my sleeve right here. So what I need to do is, I need to pay attention about this leg. Every time he pushed this leg, So what happened here? I'm going to get into a bad position, so I cannot let that happen. I'm either going to go right here and place his leg on top of my leg, or I'm going to control the leg, and then I'm going to put his foot between my legs. So if his foot is on my knee, if he's pushing my leg away, I'm going to step back, and I'm going to go back right here. So now, what happened here? I have one foot between my legs. I have one good control here on his collar. I'm gonna go get a second good control right here. That's my position, right here. 1 and 2, okay? So very strong position. My balance is good. If he tries to block me, so that's hard for him because I'm really tight on him, okay? So what I need to do is left knee is gonna go to his hip. 1, 2, I'm gonna go. So I cannot pass if I not get rid of the grip right here. So this grip is gonna come right here. So I get my hand. I'm gonna go get my hand. I'm gonna control his wrist and break the grip. Once I break the grip, I'm gonna drive my knee right here. And I can do like my back step right here and pass the guard. So again, with a different angle. So I have one leg forward, same side. I'm gonna get a grip on his collar, elbows connected. I'm gonna jump over the leg. I'm gonna get 2 grips right here. I'm gonna bring my knee in. I'm gonna let go. There's a gap right here that I'm gonna go 1, control his wrist, pull up. Once I pull up, I'm gonna drive that knee 1, step my leg back, and get my 3 points. Okay, one more time, different angle. So right here, 1, good control right here, push, bring the knee in, step back, and pass. All right, let's try to do that. That's gonna be 2 minutes. I'm gonna put a timer. All right, position number 2. So now his grip is a little different, all right? So he no longer has the grip right here on my heel, so he gets a grip on my leg. So sometimes it's very tough for me to break this grip right here. All right, so sometimes I'm gonna try to cut across. He still has that grip. I'm gonna try to put this leg back. So what I'm supposed to do when my partner has a strong grip on my pants right here that I cannot break just using my leg right here on this position. So everything is gonna start with the same position. So remember, my right leg is forward, my left leg is back. I'm trying to avoid step this like that because, you know, I'm going to give the De La Riva. So my knee is out, my toes are pointing out, all right? About my grips right here, I have my hand on his collar. So this grip is not all the way by his shoulder because that will give me space right here between my knee and my elbow. And right now, this is something that I don't want. I want to go right here. And again, I'm going to step back and I'm going to put his leg between my legs. All right. So right now, I already see that he gets that grip and that is very hard. Even if I go right here and try to break that grip, that's going to be very hard. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, this arm goes right here and then it's going to go through. So look, 1 and 2. All right. So what I want to do, I want to put a lot of pressure on his hands. All right. So once I get this position right here, I'm going to see where is his hand and I'm going to drop my right knee right on top of his hand right there. He's going to let go. I'm going to post that leg. This grip is important. I cannot let him put his head back because he's going to put his head back and then back to the open guard. So this grip is really important. I'm going to try to bring his head towards me. And now, it's just go 1, pass the guard, control the head, control the arm. Okay, one more time. Let's just adjust. So that's the position right here. I get one, everything the same, one, but now this hand goes right there. So outside, between his legs, cup the thigh right there. All right, so this leg is over this hand right here. So look, pressure on that hand, knee on the mat, break that grip, post the leg. So now my leg goes, I'm gonna see through, control, and get that 3 points. All right, one more time. That's my position, 1 and 2. Right away, bring that leg between as soon as I can. So now the hand is not on the collar, the hand is right here, 1 and 2. Go after that hand, pressure on his leg, break that grip, step 1, 2, hips on the mat first, head control, shoulder pressure, knee on his hip, establish the side control. All right, I'm gonna give you guys 2 minutes to do it. Let's go. So, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you guys can, when you can train, we'll be able to do this technique. One of my favorite technique. I really like those 2 passes. All right, thank you guys.
Hello guys. All right, that's Wilson here. Okay, and I want to thank you everyone again to be here. All right, then I'm bringing today a position. The main idea of this position is to do a transition from the side control to the back. All right, and since yesterday I was thinking in a good position to show you guys a position that you can train with your partner or with your dummy. Okay, I know it's not everybody who has a partner at home. This position is a little bit, it's an easy position to do, but I'm going to show a plenty of details for you guys and make sure we go over everything. Then any question you guys have, you guys can ask me. I'm going to break the position in 2 big large spaces. All right, we're gonna use the Kimura grip from the side control to the transition to the back. Then first, I'm going to show how you get there, how you get into the Kimura situation, the Kimura grip. And then after we have the Kimura grip, how to do a perfect transition to the back. All right. Actually, when I was thinking about this position, I thought it was a good idea because that was one of my main positions. That's the position I used it on my last tournament, when I fought Pan Am's in New York in 2019. Okay, when I won the title, then maybe on my first match, I used this position to do a transition to the back in no gi. Then it's a really good position you can use in gi or in no gi. All right. Then let me get started here with Professor Carlos. I'm going to show twice with Professor Carlos, and then I'm going to show in the dummy, all right, to show everyone can do the position. And here I have Professor Carlos in side control. Okay, and I'm doing the basic control here when I control the guy's head, all right, and the guy's arm. And I really don't mind if the guy has the arm here or he has the arm exposed to the way, I don't care, all right. But actually what I want to do on the first moment is to create a situation to expose his back, okay, to create this room from his back to the floor and bring his arm up to give me space to set up my Kimura. Then from here, I switch my arm over his head and I start to bring my arm under his arm. At the same time, I sprawl my legs, all right? When I go here, I put my hand on his belly and I start to crawl my fingers. I wanna cross my hand. I wanna put my arm all the way across his belly. At the same time, I start to move to north and south. I crawl my fingers here, forcing him to move his back away from the floor. All right. See, right here, his arm is not good for me to go into an arm bar. Probably this guy's gonna bend his arm and grab his belt. But that's what I want. I want to create here the Kimura situation. That's what I need right now. Then again, here from side control, I'm controlling his neck and his arm. All right. And probably his arm is here because the guy wants to protect against armors. Then I go over, arm under and sprawl. Now I'm using my ribs against his chest here to don't let him go belly down. hand on his belly, I start to crawl my fingers and pressure with my ear against his elbow. Force him to roll. I walk, go on my tiptoes, and I clamp, okay? I walk on my tiptoes and I clamp my knees. I don't want to let this guy put his back on the floor again. Here, when I have this situation, look, he's really concerned about the armbar, and he wants to bring the arm down when he gives me a chance to lock my kimura here, okay? Then I'm going to show the same position here from this way. I'm here, I trap his arm, I curl my fingers, I force him to go sideways. He wants to defend from the armbar, he bends, he grabs, and I lock my kimura grip here, okay? From here, for sure, if I have a chance, the guy's not defending his arm, I go straight to kimura and finish my fight, all right? But most of the time, the guy has a nice grip here. Even knowing how to break his grip, it's hard. Then what I do, the first detail that I like to do a lot is I want to trap this arm, okay? I want to trap this arm with one arm only to make this hand free. Then I lower my grip, and I grab right here with my fingers on the side of his hand, and I bend his hand, and I feed to his hand, all right? Now I have a kind of a wrist lock grip. He's locking here, okay? But this is legal to all belts. My goal is not finish, and I'm not putting pressure on his rib to force him to tap. I want to have a nice control of his hand. And even when he tried to extend his arm, it's hard because if he extends his arm, he's hurt his own rib, or his own wrist, okay? And he's controlling the belt. I slide my hand, grab the palm of his hand, bend here, grab the hand with my hand. And I don't care if he keeps holding his belt, all right? This group here is annoying. And now my second step, I want to bring this leg now behind his back, okay? My chest going against his shoulder here. I'm forcing him to roll belly down. And now he knows he is exposing his back. Once I get here, my hand go behind his neck, and I grab again, locking the kimura system again, okay? Glue my knee, my back knee here has to be behind his back, okay? Big mistake we most do here, when I keep my knee, is try to pull him to the back without close this space. Then one, I step over him, and I put my heel against his belly. Here, I gotta put my shin really connected to his back, okay? It's a big mistake if you try to just sit down here and pull the back. One, you can hurt your knee, and two, your back take is gonna be really loose. Then I glue my leg on his back, I connect my shin against his back, and now I sit. I sit, one butt check, second butt check, and now I completely roll, okay? Finishing my back take. One more detail here, it's when I finish my roll, I'm not worried about my hooks, okay? Hooks, they work for point system. We're looking for controls, right? Then my first idea here, my first goal, is keep controlling his back. When I roll, I don't worry about my hook, okay? My knee slides here on his ribs, and I step foot to foot. I bring both of my knees together, and I bring my heels toward my butt. Keeping control of his back. Here I have a nice back take, control arm, keep controlling his arm here. Attack arm, if I have a chance, I go to the lapel, I can go to the rear neck choke, or I can just go after his other arm and keep my second control here, okay? Remember to keep your head on the same side as you have the control arm here, and curl your body, okay? Crunch your body here to make sure you have nice control. Let's see one more time here. Using professional cards again. Then my first movement here, it's force Professor Carlos to go to his side to create the kimura situation. Attack control. Now Professor Carlos has his arm on this side. Again, I don't care. I cover, arm under, sprawl. At the same time, I go to north and south. I push his arm here, expose his back, pinch my knees together. Again, I have kimura situation. I don't care if he grabs his gi. I lock my kimura. If the guy doesn't defend, up, finish. If the guy defends, I do my grip, all right? I grab the hand, force sideways here, grab with my control arm, step behind the back, feed the hand to my other hand, Step over his belly, okay? It's hard for him to defend once I'm controlling his arm. Step and slide my heel against his belly. Set up my leg. 1, 2, roll. And don't worry about your hooks, okay? From here, you're gonna slide your knee. I'm going to squeeze my knee against his ribs, bring high on his shoulder, step foot to foot. Knees together, heel to his butt. I can control his arm. I can look for attacks. Most important thing, chin on his shoulder here, controlling the back take. Okay, guys? I want to show one more time here using the dummy. Okay? And I have my dummy here, controlling side control. Over, trap the arm, north and south. Expose his back from the floor. Kimura grip. Control his hand here on the wrist lock control. Step to his back. Chest. Chest against his shoulder. Feed the hand to my hand here. Step over. Bring my shin behind his back. Sit 1, 2. Finish my roll. Leg across. Foot to foot. Okay. I cut the space. Foot to foot. Tuck my head. Control his arm. Rear naked choke. Lapel control. Okay, guys. Let's practice this situation here. Okay. If you have partner or if you have a dummy, let's work on this position. I'll be watching you guys. Any questions, just raise your hands. Okay, if you want to do it, if you want to see it again, just ask me. Good. When you're doing the back take, guys, avoid to roll, okay? Make sure you sit. You break the sit down in 2 large steps, like sit butt cheek 1, sit butt cheek 2, and then finish the back take. Was really good, Benedict and Mary. Good job. Okay, guys. Look, I'm going to pass the technique now to Professor Carlos. Any of you guys have some questions about this transition here? I know I broke in like a few different steps because I really wanted to show you guys all the small details I do on this situation. Really good, Brandon. Nice. Brandon and Mary. Good back take. Nice. All right. Just keep your focus for all of you guys. You guys did really well now. Keep your focus on the grip, on the wrist grip here. This is one of the most important steps for this pass, for this transition. Really nice, really nice. Hope you guys like the technique. Okay, I'm going to pass now the microphone here to Professor Carlos Ramirez from Miami Lakes, my partner here, my professor. We work together. Okay, and he's gonna teach a technique. Okay, now he's with him. Oh, he's gonna use my camera there, and we use the second phone here to watch you guys doing. Okay.
All right, guys, I'm gonna show here a choke from the mount. It's a basic choke, but it has a few details that are very important. Okay, so here, when we get on the mount, the most important thing is not to lose the mount position. That's difficult sometimes when you go for submission. So here, this is a good way to keep your stability while you're attacking from the mount. Okay, so here I've mounted my opponent. Now I don't want to lose my mount. So the first thing here, the person, very easy obviously if you want to go choke the person, but they're going to be protecting their neck. Okay. So they're going to be here protecting their neck. They're going to not let you put the hand into the lapel. So here, get my balance. I get a little bit of a high mount with the base here. With my left hand, I open the lapel. My other hand now is going to go ahead and feed from way down here. I'm not going to attack the neck. I'm going to attack over by the belly button. My hand's going to go in the lapel, and I slide up under his arms. At this moment here, I'm off balance, so I have to adjust. Number one, the first adjustment is forearm heavy on the sternum. I need to smash the person on the bottom at this point. Number two is I have to regain my balance by cantilever. Okay, I have to go off center. To keep my balance here, I go off center. This involves putting my weight up here on this side and hook into the opposite leg. Now here, I have good balance. I have my forearm smashing into his sternum. Now I begin my attack. My goal is to put the thumb into the second lapel. So here, I use my head as a foot. My forehead touches the mat. My forearm is pressing against the sternum. My thumb will now enter the lapel behind his ear. Once I get the thumb behind the ear, I go with all my weight. My forearm's gonna shave his face, and now I go back to center, get both my hooks, and climb on legs, everything put down, my forearms pushing into his neck, and my thighs squeezing around the person's hip. I have to become a boa constrictor at that point, okay? I'm not working so much with this grip in terms of the choke. I'm working more pressure of the wrist into the neck. My thighs are putting pressure into the person's hips as much as possible. So here, one more time, working the mount. You have to be careful here. The person's gonna try to bump you. Okay, so I have to have good base, work quickly. 1, 2. Now I get back low again, lower my center of gravity. Forearm heavy on the sternum. This pressure is really important. Get my counterbalance, my counter hook. Now here the thumb enters behind the earlobe. Want to put my forehead on the mat. Shake the face, come back to center. Both hooks, break my hooks. Now here, cross my ankles underneath the person's hip and squeeze everything down to finish. Okay? I'm not trying to pull his head up. I'm trying to smash his neck down into the mat. It's a pressure choke. All right, guys, let's go ahead. 2 minutes of practice. That's right. To finish, make sure you climb your ankles almost underneath the person's butt. That's how high you go. You cross your ankles under their butt and you squeeze everything hip down.
You got a question?
Question.
Does both legs underneath the guy?
First hand in is knife. Second hand in is thumb. Thumb.
You want to show me?
Sure. I'm going to show now what the legs are doing. Have question. Okay, so here, as I have the mount, I have to be active with my legs. When I enter here, the person's protecting. I open the bottom lapel here, and I enter from here. At this point, I'm pushing with my forearm into his sternum. When I go to cantilever, I have this hook under his leg, my head on the mat. Now I enter the thumb as the second grip. First grip is knife, second grip is thumb. Behind the ear. Now here, look, I'm gonna take the pressure off his neck so I can show what I'm doing with the legs. When I go back to center, everything's smashing here. My legs, they're going to cross, and I'm gonna climb my ankles almost under his butt. At this point, I squeeze my ankles under his butt. I cannot squeeze here. I have to squeeze almost under his hip. At that point, I'm pushing down my forearms, pushing down my hip, pushing down my ankles. Complete smash on the person at that point. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead close out here on the Miami Lakes portion of the seminar and send it back to Roggan in headquarters, Miami.
Bye, guys. Hope you guys like the techniques. Bye.
Okay, Roggan.
Roggan, the ball is in your court.
Guys, we have one more thing, Professor Roggan.
Hey guys. All right, so what I want to do is, I told you guys I was going to show you what to do when the guy backstabs. Okay, I will show you guys what I do when the guy backstabs on the move I tell you, but I don't want to work on that move. Okay, I think it's going to be a little bit hard to work on it online, but I have another sweep for you guys. Okay, so I'm just going to show you what I do. Okay, if the guy backstabs, if you guys know how to do it, great. You can connect on it. If not, you can learn that move later, and if not, it's not connect. So when I'm here, okay, so I go here, the guy backstabs. Okay, what happened? Sit. He's in the perfect position for me to burn ball now. I just roll, okay, and I'm going to connect with the berimbolo, okay, if the guy does that back step, okay? If you already know how to do the berimbolo, you're gonna do just fine. If you don't know yet, you're gonna have to practice a little bit, but I don't wanna work on the berimbolo right now, okay? So just letting you know what I do when the guy is still able to back step, okay, from that move. Now, guys, I wanna work on another sweep, okay, which is fairly simple too, okay? It's a very tricky sweep, very easy to trick my opponent. And I have a couple of details that if you look for, you're gonna be able to have a very high success rate on that move, okay? So it's from the guard as well. Move this out of the way for now. Knees down, please. So it's from the guard as well, but this time I'm gonna use the lasso, okay? I have lasso, okay? And I go with my leg on the same side. Kind of like that simple sweep where I pull the guy over and throw him like that, okay? But a little bit different, right? So I have the lasso, I have both my feet on the same side, okay? But now I actually want the guy to try and pass this way. So what I'm going to do, okay? I'm going to bait him by getting my leg all the way in like this, okay? I want him to reach this position. I want to be here. That's where I want to be. Even if he hugs my head, that's what I want. I want him to try and pin him down while I have this grip. Now pay attention to this guy. My knee is not outside anymore like a regular lasso. I got my knee all the way in, like that. But I gotta keep a tight grip. I cannot let his hand come outside here because now I lost the whole move. Okay, so I'll be holding the sleeve. Okay, keep my elbow tight so I have a stronger grip. Right, and now I go here because I want the guy to think he's going to pass. Right, when he's going to pass now, look, this hand now, I have three options. Okay, I can underhook all the way on the other leg if I can. Okay, I can underhook the closer leg to me, or I can also just use my hand a little bit on his hip just to help me finish the move. But I want to show you guys the most important part of this move, which is what? I'm going to use this leg to give me all the leverage that I need to sweep. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start stretching this leg all the way down, okay? But at the same time, I'm going to move my hip towards him, or like this. So see how his shoulder is on the floor now? Feels like he's getting almost like an omoplata. Now look, or I can have the hook under, or I can have the hook right here, or I can also just push, look, just to complete the move. Because once I get the leverage, he's basically swept already. Keep controlling, put my weight. Once I'm here, I can let go of the sleeve and go on top of him. Okay, guys, so now a couple of details. They're very important. Okay, so I get my lasso. I'm here, I'm working. I start baiting him to pass. Okay, I shoot my leg through. See, my knees pass all the way. Okay, now I can make whichever grip I prefer. Under both, under one, or just here on the hip as well to push. Okay, the best one is under both. Second best is under this one, but it still works even if I get no underhooks, as long as I have a proper leverage with my lasso leg. Okay, guys, so a very common mistake that I see here, the biggest reason why we miss that move is because as I'm trying to sweep, we tend to do this. We tend to just roll on our backs like that. When I roll on my back, I have a much lower chance to sweep it. What I have to do is I have to move my hip towards him. So I do the lasso, okay? Now I stretch my leg at the same time. Look at my hip, guys. Pay attention to this. Okay, I move my hip in, right? And my whole leg is on the floor now. When I have that motion of moving in, I create a huge leverage on his shoulder. And he will fall. Look the difference. First, I'm gonna do just rolling. Okay, so I'm here. He puts the weight, and I just try to roll now. Look on my back. I can't take him. Look, it's very hard. I might take him if I use a lot of strength. But now, if I use my hip, it's almost like I'm gonna punch him with my hips. Look, I move him forward, and I move my hip. Look, his face is on the floor now. Now just complete the motion. Boom, and sweep. Okay, so detail number one, tight grip. Yeah, I always need to have his hand inside my legs. I cannot have the hand outside. Okay, that's the first thing. Number two, I need to get my leg through. I cannot be afraid of him smashing me on the sweep. I actually want him to do this, right? And the most important one is moving my hips, guys. I'm not rolling on my back like that. He'll be able to stop me. I'm moving. Look, moving my hip under him. I do actually a hip escape and a shrimp. Okay? And also grab the leg now. Just finish pushing up. He should be very light for me to move him. If I use the right leverage to sweep. Okay, if the guy feels extremely heavy and you can't finish the sweep, it's because you didn't do a good enough job with your legs and your hips. Okay, guys, understand a little bit? Come on, let's try the move. Okay, if you have any questions, if you want me to repeat the move or any part that you, would that be 2 points? Yeah, that would be 2 points because he didn't get the pass yet. He's still in my theoretically in my guard. You know, he didn't get the points yet. I still have my lasso. So since he didn't pass my guard, he's still in my guard. When I sweep him, I get 2 points. Okay, guys. So if you guys don't have any more questions, okay, I want to thank you very much for showing up. All right, I enjoyed this a lot. Okay, it was great. Most of you guys, the ones that I could see, did the move very well. Okay. Just want to say that this proves how great Jiu-Jitsu family is. You know, even though we all basically locked at home, can't do much, can't train together, but we as a community, we're staying strong. They still working with each other. They keeping our mind healthy. So thank you guys very much. I'm gonna pass the word to Wilson and Professor Eduardo and Carlos. Okay, I think they want to say something to you guys. Thank you very much for showing up. Okay, hello, Wilson.
Hey guys.
Ryan, nice to see you.
I want to thank you everyone to being here. Okay, it was really nice for me to teach something for all of you guys. Really good to see some of my old friends here from Brazil. I had a chance to see Brown, to see Marquinho here, like few friends from another country, even from Europe. Okay, guys from Ireland. Really good to see you guys. Had a chance to teach beside my cousin Eduardo, who was my first professor in Jiu-Jitsu. And then beside here, Carlos, my partner, and Roggan, my professor, my teammate. We train together every day. Then thank you guys for being here, okay? Hope to see you guys soon on the mats, all right? Okay, then now I'm passing the word here to Eduardo and Professor Carlos to close the seminar. Bye, guys. Okay, Eduardo.
Bye, guys. Passing it over to you, Eduardo.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Wilson. Thank you, Roggan, for doing this. I think that was awesome. We got almost 100 people watching us, and this that shows like how Jiu-Jitsu it's powerful. How Jiu-Jitsu get into our lives is, and that's something that is really important, and this is what matters to us. All right. Thank you again. I got to see some people that old friends that I haven't seen for years from Brazil. Thank you for watching. I always send the link for you guys to see us. So that's a new way to communicate. That's a new way to, I have some guys that started Jiu-Jitsu with me like maybe 20, 25 years ago. And that was great to see all you. Thank you very much. Again, I'm sorry about Holland. We're going to try to do another one, and hopefully he's going to be in to show his techniques. Thank you, guys. Give to Carlos.
Screens. Thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Bye, guys. See you next time. Bye.